Hello, kings and queens. I hope you guys are feeling blessed and highly favored, as you should, because you all are blessed and beautiful people. This is Mommy Morpheus here to give you guys an intuitive channeled message from your ancestors, guides, spirit, higher self, whatever you do believe in or feel has called you to this message. This specific message today is about what you're supposed to be doing next, what your next step is. So I have intuitively picked 5 piles for you guys to choose from. I have intuitively picked 5 crystals on top of each pile for you guys to choose from as well. So I just want to say that as a disclaimer, tarot is obviously not the end-all be-all. There are many different timelines that you can tap into. If you do not like the message that you are hearing here today, if it does not resonate with you, it may resonate with you at a later time, or it may be something from before, as time does not exist, and this is a timeless message. So please just take what does resonate with you. Also, as well, if you feel called to pick more than one pile, you're probably being called to pick more than one pile that has an intuitive message for you. If you're called to pick a different crystal from the pile that you decided that you wanted to pick, there may also be a message in that pile for you as well. So I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in, and please let me know if this resonates. I would really appreciate a thumbs up on the video. Also, please subscribe to my channel. I am going to start doing a Tarot Tuesday where I will post a video once a week on Tuesday of an intuitive message from your guides. I will also be doing some astrology things as well. So please bear with me as I get the ball rolling on all these projects that I'm trying to get out. Do stick around while I am starting these projects. The beginning is not even the best part. It will continue to get better from here. As I told you guys from the last time, I would be getting the positioning and the lighting a lot better from the previous video. So I guess we can just get right into it. So before picking a pile, I suggest that you guys take at least 3 deep breaths. Some of you may be called to meditate before this. If you have a pendulum, I highly suggest that you have one. I have one that I keep around all the time. I actually use it to help me intuitively read these cards and make sure I'm picking the right number of piles as well as the right number of cards, and what exactly the messages are that the people that will be tuning into this video need to hear, especially since this is a timeless message. But if you have a pendulum, that is a great way to confirm whatever pile you are deciding, or you are intuitively picking, I should say, as the pile for you. The pendulum can just help. So at this time, if you guys would like to pause the video to take those few deep breaths, if you guys would like to meditate, I highly suggest that you do that at this time. But without further ado, this is going to be pile 1. This is pile 2. This is pile 3. This is pile 4. This is pile 5. Please, at this time, select a pile or piles that you have intuitively chosen, and let's get right into the readings. All right, kings and queens that chose pile number 1 with this beautiful black obsidian. It's a little pebble with a lot of energy. It actually is really good for getting rid of any blockages, for soaking up any negativities. If you need to do some shadow work, if there are any fears, any anxieties, anything that the ego might be bringing out to you right now, that might be why you guys chose this obsidian pebble. So the cards that I have intuitively picked today are going to be talking about your next step, a channeled message from your spirit guides of what your next step should be. So this first tarot card right here is going to reveal to me what your current situation is and what this next step may be about. All right, so you guys got the Strength card. Can y'all see this? I love these cards, by the way. They're so beautiful and brand new. All right, so with the Strength card, as far as it being like your current situation, especially with that obsidian on this specific pile, I kind of feel like you guys have the strength to move past something, or perhaps you're questioning if you have the strength to move past something. But I will definitely say that you do have the strength. There is no question or doubt about it. But with this being the card showing me what exact situation it is or what you may be dealing with, and it's saying your strength, it could be you questioning it, or it could just be the fact that you don't know exactly where to draw the strength from, or you don't know what's blocking the strength, but it seems like it feels as if there is something going on with you being able to balance the need between having the strength and where exactly to use it, or balance the need of being able to cultivate that strength when you do need it. In the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, this is actually pictured with a woman who is taming a lion, and the lion is also completely being himself. So it's kind of this imagery of basically trying to find the right way to make sure I'm saying this the right way for you to understand. It's basically like the woman is comfortable in her own skin and she is soft enough to tame the lion. However, the lion is comfortable enough in his own skin to the point to where she can tame him. However, he's still himself, if that makes sense. It's like you guys are trying to cultivate some energy in you, and I feel like you're trying to, you might be questioning if you have the ability to be what you need to be, which role you need to play. All right, so this card right here, I pulled this card intuitively as what is the channeled message that your ancestors, guide, spirit would like to say to you today, as far as with this specific situation of this Strength card. All right, so you've got the Four of Pentacles. So with the Four of Pentacles, and this being the channeled message that is being sent to you from your guides, it's making me feel as if you need to learn how to hold on to the strength that you have. There is a situation, like I was saying in the Strength card, it's a woman who is very strong in who she is, and a lion who is very strong in who he is as well. So with the Four of Pentacles, it's like you need to hold on to the idea of the strength that you have and what you have to give. And you don't need to second guess. You don't need to question yourself in whatever situation it is that you are questioning yourself. It could be a job, it could be a relationship, it could be just your ego going crazy, you know? So I really feel like your ancestors are telling you with this Four of Pentacles, like, stand tall, hold on, and realize that, like, this form that you have, like the way that these Four of Pentacles are in this card, is the way that you need to be. Like, don't second guess yourself. Like, stand tall in the strength that you have, in the person that you are, in whatever message it is that you are trying to give. So with this tarot card right here, I intuitively picked this card as what you need to do next involving the situation at hand and between the message that your angels have given you. So you got the Two of Cups in reverse. So with the Two of Cups being in reverse, the next thing that you need to do with whatever situation it is that you could be doubting yourself or questioning your strength or wondering if you're holding the right end of the stick, like you're wondering if you're holding the correct posture, is you need to let go of this, like this teeter-tottering that you're doing. It's like you're stuck in between, it's like you're stuck in between your heart and your mind. Like it's like you're stuck in between being this person and being that person, or you're stuck in between knowing that you have the strength to do this or second guessing yourself. It's like you can't find an even ground. You're holding on to these two cups that are keeping you from being able to see the strength that you actually do have and the fact that you are holding on in the right way. But you have to let go of the questioning that you are doing, because all this questioning is doing is keeping you from embodying the strength that you have, and it's making you hold on to these Four of Pentacles, but in the wrong way, because it's like you're holding on to two pentacles on this side and two pentacles on this side, when really they should be stacked straight up. You should have your ducks in a row versus constantly going back and forth with whatever it is. It seems to me like it has something to do with either yourself, or there could be another person involved here with this Two of Cups in reverse. There could be some type of emotional baggage, or perhaps even a relationship that you're being told that you have the strength to walk away from. You can let go of these Four of Pentacles. You don't have to hold on, because in the Rider-Waite deck, the Four of Pentacles is all about holding on to, like holding on for dear life. And you don't have to hold on to something if it doesn't serve you. If you know you can't embody the love that these Two of Cups is supposed to be giving you, then know that you have the strength to move on. So I'm going to move on to your oracle cards. I picked these oracle cards specifically as messages of specific themes that this could be about, or just any actual like area in your life that this could specifically be surrounding. All right, so you've got inner core, solidity, and you've got companionship, animals. Okay, so with this inner core and the solidity, and I do want to say you've got like a lot of animals involved in your cards, just with this bird being here. You got the strength card, which has a tiger on it, and this is obviously the animals card. With this solidity in this inner core card, it's really telling me that there may be something or somebody that you're holding on to, which is keeping you from going deeper inside of yourself. This picture here also has two people here, just like with the Two of Cups. So it definitely is making me feel like there may be something going on with you and another person. And with this Four of Pentacles, you are holding on for it, or holding on to it for dear life. But your angels want you to know that you have the strength to let go. That you most definitely have the strength to let go. But maybe you need to spend some time alone. with this being a theme in this reading for you right now, this solidity, realizing that everything that grows, this circle of life, this beautiful bird flying out of these women who actually have like earth around them, the sky and everything, it just seems like you need to go within to realize that everything that you are birthing into reality is actually coming from within, and that the reality that you're trying to make by holding on to these Two of Cups is not going to get you to where you need it to go. Perhaps you feel lonely. Perhaps you want a companion and you're holding on to the idea of that somebody else may make you greater or may give you the love that you need, but you have to realize that it comes from inside before you can get it from an outside source. Also, with this companionship animals card, especially with me saying it seems like maybe you feel alone. Maybe you really need to ground yourself in nature and kind of feel what it feels like to be at home in your body and to love yourself, or perhaps even get an animal that can help you cultivate that self-love that you're looking for instead of looking for it in this Two of Cups. Perhaps your angels are telling you with this Two of Cups in reverse, do not go after somebody emotionally and try to fulfill that void that you've been holding on to. It's time for you to let that idea go. It is time for you to love yourself from the inside out, and perhaps an animal would help you do that, because you need to learn how to show companionship, but showing companionship does not mean that you have to do it with another person. There are many different ways to be a companion without it being in a relationship. All right, so let's see. I pulled these cards right here as any messages that your ancestors would like you to hear, any like guidance that they have for you that involve this spread. Just any messages that they have for you, any guidance that they would like to give you at this time that involves this spread. All right, so you've got Lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. Okay. And then you've got High Priestess, harness mystic power. All right, so I don't know if you guys remember at first I was saying with that obsidian, it really seemed like maybe you need to do some type of shadow work. But anytime I see the High Priestess with this cat right here, it always reminds me of the fact that like part of being a High Priestess is doing the shadow work, because you cannot be the yin without the yang. You can't have one without the other. So you can't have light without darkness. You can't have darkness without light. It just doesn't exist. So if there is some work that you've been needing to do, but you are holding on to the light because you don't want to feel the darkness, know that you have the strength to let go. Know that you have the strength to be able to actually harness your mystic power to become the High Priestess, to be able to do the shadow work and be in a moment of solidity, as well as being able to be a companion all at the same time, just not losing yourself in the idea of somebody else. You have the strength to be you. You have the strength to cleanse out whatever it is that needs to be cleansed. And for the lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. So with that message, I feel like really with this Four of Pentacles, as far as me saying that you were holding on to something, the whole reason why it's saying enjoy your growth and reap the rewards is because you're trying to hold on to this Two of Cups that is not getting you anywhere. and this card is telling you, let go. You have the strength to be able to do so. And if you finally let go and see the strength that you have to be able to be in your solidity, to be able to fire up that inner core and harness that mystic power in order to be your own companion, you will see the growth and you will reap the rewards. So I just really feel like some shadow work would really be good for you guys. And just some self-love, honestly. Like, look in the mirror and tell yourself how beautiful you are. Don't go looking for it anywhere else, because you're not going to get it there. And if you do, it's going to be very temporary, and it's not going to be in the way that you think that it is going to be whatsoever. All right, so I got some self-love cards here just to see what you could possibly do to help you with this message that I have intuitively channeled for you today. All right, so you've got ground yourself. Literally, what did I say earlier? Like, I kid you not, what did I say when I said with this solidity inner core card, and with this companionship animals, that you probably just need to ground yourself? I said that with the obsidian, when I first started the reading, I said with this obsidian, this is really good for people who need to ground themselves. You probably need to let go of something. There's probably something that you're holding on to. Anything that can be ego-based, fear-based, anything that could be getting into your head and stopping you from stepping into your highest power, being the high priestess and harnessing that mystic power, is exactly why you need to ground yourself, so that you can be this lady, so that you can enjoy growth and reap rewards. And perhaps with all of these, I didn't even think about it, you got another animal right here. You really may want to consider finding self-love in a pet. And if you can't find self-love in a pet, go out and get into nature, especially with this ground yourself in these roots right here. And look at all this green. Get into nature. Like, even looking at this picture right here, get into nature. Quit looking for the love that you are trying to find in other people, and find it in yourself. Let go of whatever it is that you're trying to hold on to, whatever veil you don't want to reveal, whatever side of yourself that you don't want to see because you don't want to see the darkness, but you want to see the light so bad. Let it go. You have the strength to do it. And your ancestors, your guides, spirit, your higher self is telling you, you have the strength to let all of this go, so that you can harness this high priestess, this mystic power that you truly are. Oh my gosh, this is so crazy. Seriously, look at this. You got the burning bowl ritual, which on the card it says to let go. What have I been saying this whole entire time? There is something that you are holding on to that you need to let go. If you learn how to let this go, let me rearrange my cards. I have like card OCD. But if you learn how to let go, like it is saying in this burning bowl ritual, to let go of this Four of Pentacles that you are hovering and holding on to, this Two of Cups that you think that you need, that you do not. If you would just let go of whatever it is, ground yourself, do some shadow work, just get past yourself, get over yourself, get your head out of your ass. I'm sorry, but I'm just here to tell you what Spirit is telling me. And I've had to say these same messages to myself. So I know how it feels to be going through all of this and wanting it to be easy and wanting it to be simple, and thinking that you don't have the strength to be able to continue to go, or you don't have the strength to be able to move forward. But do it. You do. And when you do, you will be the high priestess. You will grow and you will reap the rewards, okay? Life will be so amazing and so much more beautiful than what you are letting it be for you right now. Let go of control. Surrender to what the universe is trying to give you. Ground yourself. Do a burning bowl ritual. Take some time by yourself. Get out of whatever this is that is keeping you from harnessing your mystic power. And know that you have the strength to do so. I really hope that this message has resonated with some of you. If it hasn't, please give it time. If this is something that you have been through before, then that is all part of a timeless message. So I'm happy at some point it did resonate with you. I hope that you continue to go on a higher path. For those that this does resonate for right now, please, please, please do yourself a favor, do the collective a favor, and do the work. Please do the work. And when you do the work, let me know how life is going, because I promise it's going to be so much better if you just do the work. All right. But I hope you guys have a fantastic 2021. I hope you guys come back and see me and watch another one of my videos before 2021 is over. I am going to go ahead and get into another pile. I would like to say thank you to your spirit team for connecting with my spirit team and allowing me to tap into the consciousness of this group to be able to give you guys an intuitive message here today. Thank you so much. You guys stay blessed and highly favored. All right. Love you. All right. Hello, pile number 2. How are all the beautiful people who picked this gorgeous tiger's eye today? I love this. Isn't that so pretty, the way that it reflects? All right. So perhaps you guys need to do some type of self-reflection. Just because I just said the word reflects, and I don't really take anything as a coincidence. Or possibly some root chakra work. Maybe wear the color red. Get used to moving in your body and loving it, embracing it, loving the loving the experience that you get to have in a body. I know a lot of the times when people get into spirituality, they want to skip right to the third eye, to the crown chakra, and you cannot have a good third eye or crown chakra without having an amazing root chakra. So always make sure that you're grounded first and foremost. But let's get into your cards. So for this first card right here, I picked this card intuitively as the background to whatever situation you're in right now, that we are going to be tuning into messages of what you should be doing next about it. So basically, like, whatever situation you are currently in that this is talking about. All right, so you've got the Six of Wands. Okay, so with the Six of Wands, this is just like go for it energy. This is you being celebrated. This is you being on top. With the Six of Wands, though, with the story of the Wands right after the Six of Wands and the Seven of Wands, you find yourself fighting with the other 6 people who had their wands, because you find out that you were so on your high horse that you forgot to pay attention, to watch your back. You forgot to protect yourself, which actually this tiger's eye is related to protection, as well as like the root chakra and being grounded and whatnot. So you perhaps need to it's a situation where you're kind of on your high horse. Maybe you've made it, or maybe you're riding a wave that is taking you to a good place, but you need to be careful in paying attention to what might be coming next. All right. So for this second card right here, I pulled this as the channeled message from your guides, your ancestors, your higher self, your angels that are watching over you, what message that they wanted you to get about this current situation. All right, so you've got the Ten of Swords. Okay, so with this message, it's telling me that the end of a cycle is here. And perhaps that's why you're on your high horse. Perhaps that's why you're celebrating, is because the end of this cycle is here. And you've taken all the pain that you could take. That I really just feel like they're saying to you that you've been stabbed in the back so many times that it's time for you to get up and not worry about who was once behind you. It's time for you to be on your high horse if that's where you want to be. In this current situation, perhaps your thoughts have even taken a hold of you. Perhaps at one point you were on your high horse, but the fact that your thoughts have gotten the best of you has taken you down. However, with the Ten of Swords being the 10, this is the end of that cycle. I feel like your angels are telling you that it's okay for you to celebrate right now the way that you are celebrating, because the end has come. All right. So this card right here, I pulled it based off of what your ancestors, guides, spirit, higher self is telling you to do next. All right, so you've got the Hierophant in reverse. So with the Hierophant in reverse, I literally hear nothing but do something unorthodox. Do whatever is out of the norm, whatever you are celebrating, whatever it is that has you on your high horse, that these people that have stabbed you in the back, they couldn't handle who you were. They couldn't handle who you were becoming. These people, these 10 swords, if they could have even been your own thoughts about you doubting yourself or doubting what was to come. Stand in the Six of Wands power and do something crazy. Do something that you would have never done before. Okay, let this be the end of the cycle, and let the start of whatever you're doing new be different than the way that you've done it before. Because in this current situation, in order for you to stay in the Six of Wands energy, in order for you to not have to move on to that Seven of Wands energy and to be fighting everybody, you need to stay away from the status quo. Don't do it the way that everybody else has done it, because that's not what you're here for. That's not how you're meant to do it. You are meant to do shit differently. And I feel like at this point, you've had enough knives in your back that you know this, because I feel like at this point you're celebrating because you're finally having this realization. You see this eye right here. It's like you're seeing things clearly for the first time, and you're seeing that for the first time, the way that you celebrate yourself is by being unorthodox. The way that people have put knives in your back and put these thoughts in your head that have caused you to feel stabbed, it's because they didn't celebrate who you were as you were. And in this current situation, it looks like your eye is finally opening and you're seeing exactly who you should be. All right, so for these cards right here, I pulled them based on the theme of the overall message of whatever message I channeled for you guys. So you've got endurance, rock, and you've got purity, ice. All right, so with this endurance rock, just like I was telling you, stand in your own power. Like, stand on the Six of Wands. Be on your high horse. Like, have the endurance of a rock. Stand there so solid in whatever you're doing that is unorthodox, and don't let anybody stop you. Build a tree off of this endurance, off of this rock. Build a tree. Plant something and show people that you can grow without having, people might tell you, like, in order for you to be able to have a garden, and the way that you're supposed to be planting is that you have to have dirt, and that you have to water it, and that you have to have the sun, and blah, 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 right? They're giving you this layout of how everything has to go. It's kind of like how people try to tell you, this is how you have to be successful, this is how you have to live, this is how you have to do this is how you have to do that, right? You don't have to do that. Honestly, nobody does, but you specifically were put here to not do that. You were put here to be completely different. You were put here to be unorthodox. And you were put here with the strength and the power to be able to have the endurance to do so. You are able to grow a tree off of a rock without a piece of sunlight in sight. There's no water in this picture. There's no sun in this picture. There's a rock and a tree with some stars in the background, okay? This is saying to me that you can make something out of things that people would never even think possible. And this Ten of Swords is telling me that the cycle that you had just been through is over. It is over. Of you doubting yourself, it is over. And I'm not sure if you've stepped into this power yet. I'm not sure if you stepped into the Six of Wands yet. But if you've been questioning, if something has been having you feel like maybe you should, or if you already are, this is just confirmation to go ahead and go and continue to be the endurance, be the rock, okay? You've got this. Also, with this purity, ice over here, purity. You are pure. Who you are is so pure. It's so beautiful. You are purity. You are the ice. You are so beautiful in the way that you are, exactly who you are. But it's when you are exactly who you are. It's when you're different. It's when you don't care about these Ten of Swords and the fact that you have been stabbed and that people have said things about you, that you are allowed to embody the purest form of who you are, which gives you the endurance to be so unorthodox, but in the most beautiful way. This is such a beautiful picture, like ice, the color white, just pure. It just screams purity. It's even the number 33, which is 3. It's all about harmony, mind, body, and spirit. When you are yourself, you stand on top of the crowds. You will stand on top of these swords, and they will never hurt you ever again. So if you have not embodied this energy, please do, because it is beautiful. All right, so for these two cards right here, I pulled them I pulled them wanting to receive any messages, any guidance that your ancestors would like to give you. Set your sights higher, stargazer. I'm done, because honestly, what have I been saying? Fire guardian, ignite your passion. All right. So obviously, your whole entire message right here is about your next step, is about you standing on being this unorthodox, this different person, taking the Ten of Swords that you have had to deal with, but standing on top of them and being the purest person that you are supposed to be, while discovering that you have the endurance to do so. As the Stargazer card is right here, set your sights higher. Just like I've been saying, like, be you. That is setting your sights higher. When you try to conform and be like the other people, you end up like this Ten of Swords. That is exactly what ends up happening. However, when you set your sights higher, oh my goodness, how beautiful you are, how different. Like, you bring out the beauty of being different. You are like one of the literal definitions of what it is to look at something that you don't understand but still know that it is beautiful. It's like trying to understand the damn sun. Like, the sun is gorgeous and we can look at it all day. However, we really don't understand it. We don't, because it's so different. There's only one sun. You know what I mean? So, Fire Guardian, ignite your passion. Whatever this unorthodox way of thinking, way of being, this job, this relationship, this wherever you want to move, whatever it is, take that step, because your angels are telling you, they are pushing you. They want you to ignite your passions. They want you to set your sights higher so you can see the fact that this unorthodox person that you are is exactly who you're supposed to be, and we need you exactly as you are. You are such a beautiful person, exactly as you are. I don't care what these Ten of Swords have said to you before. They don't matter. You matter, okay? So I pulled these cards, And this is just going to be some self-care that can help you with this energy that is here on the board. So you've got take a walk. All right, spend some time with yourself, spend some time with nature. I also want to say that you've got like these stars back here in this endurance and the stargazer card. I feel like you're a star. I feel like you are the star. Like, you are just such a beautiful person, and I'm sorry if at one point in time you didn't know it, but you are. Don't let this Ten of Swords keep you from embodying exactly who you are supposed to be. But take a walk, okay? When you take that walk, it can help clear your mind. It can help you realize and see how you are a part of the universe, and how, since you're a part of the universe, everything that is uniquely beautiful about the universe is also uniquely beautiful about you. How we are all one, but we are all different. We all have our own things that we bring to the table. But the thing is that we come from the universe. We are a part of the universe. And since we are a part of the universe, we are just as beautiful as the universe is. All right? You are just as beautiful as the universe is. Think about how beautiful the circle of life is. Think about the air that we breathe, the sun that's in the sky, the plants that are around us, the way that our bodies work. Like, we are literally walking miracles, okay? And you are such a beautiful person exactly how you are. And we need every bit of every person to be themselves. If you are finally breaking out of the shell and standing in that power, continue to do so. All right, you've also got plan a vacation. All right, so with plan a vacation, maybe you will take a vacation somewhere, and that could help you embody this person that you are set out to be. You know what I mean? Like, it could help you finally step into your power, see exactly who you are, see something different, to be able to experience the universe in a different way, to be able to see that there is beauty in more than just one perspective. Just because somebody thinks one body shape is beautiful doesn't mean that another body shape is not. Just because somebody thinks the way that your lips isn't cute doesn't mean that somebody else won't. Everybody is beautiful in some way, shape, or form, and we are not here and meant for everybody. So do what is true to you. Be true to yourself. You may also want to astral travel. It may help you, again, get that perspective, but in a different way. But please do not astral travel without being grounded, because you will be like, what the fuck? So, make sure you're definitely grounded. But I just feel like I'm looking at this tiger's eye right now, and I'm thinking of like Eye of the Tiger. Like, I feel like you are the eye of the tiger. Like, you're just such a beautiful person. Honestly, I can just feel it and see it in your cards and in the energy that I feel. I feel like at some point in time, maybe you were bullied, or maybe somebody didn't appreciate you for who you were. Maybe you were in a shitty relationship. Maybe you had shitty friends. Maybe you had shitty siblings. Maybe you had shitty parents. Somebody, I just feel like, put these 10 swords in your back. And I just want to hug you and take them all out, because you are gorgeous, okay? Inside and out, I promise. Do not let anybody ever tell you otherwise. All right, so this is all that I'm seeing for your cards. I do want to say thank you to your spirit team and my spirit team for allowing me to tap into the consciousness of the people who picked these cards, to be able to intuitively give you this message. It means so much to me. If this reading resonates with you, please, please, please like this reading for me as well. If it resonates, why not go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell so that you can get more notifications to know when I post more intuitive messages to tell you guys how beautiful you are. All right, thank you guys so much. I hope y'all have a fantastic rest of your day. Love you. Beautiful, lovely kings and queens who picked this gorgeous rose quartz. Do I feel a little self-love in here? Okay. Maybe you guys need to tune into some self-love, or maybe you're just super attracted to self-love. Maybe this reading is strictly about you. Or maybe it's about you learning how to be compassionate and loving for others, you know? You never know with rose cards. It could be about you, it could be about a lover, but that's what these cards are here to let us know. All right, so this first card right here, I intuitively picked it based off of your current situation, whatever this current situation is that your guides are telling you to take the next step about. All right. So you've got the Princess of Cups in reverse, which is also known as the Page of Cups. So with this being about your current situation, feel like, especially with that rose quartz being at the top of the pile, I feel like perhaps you guys have some type of, and please do not shoot the messenger. There may be some type of emotional instability, possibly even immaturity. There could be some need for you to be getting a hold of your emotions and perhaps loving yourself a little bit more and not looking for it from an outside source. You may need to do some shadow work. You may need to do some releasing, possibly doing some sound baths or anything like that can help you with self-love. But I definitely feel like there is some type of emotional imbalance that you guys need to take care of, and possibly that you're even running away from. So let's see what this next card is, because this card is going to tell me what the channeled message is that your guides would like to give you about this situation. All right, so you've got the Emperor in reverse. With the Emperor being in reverse, this is definitely telling me that perhaps you've been too tapped into your divine masculine energy, that you've been too headstrong, that you've been too like tactical, you've been too like, the masculine energy is all about needing things that are tangible, needing proof, being defensive, being stable, needing something that is sturdy. There's not much flow with masculine energy like there is with feminine energy. With feminine energy, you are taking the time to balance. You want intuition to take the lead. You don't need proof. You don't need hard evidence. You don't need something to happen in order for you to tap into that intuition, because you just know. And with the Emperor being in reverse, I feel like your guides are saying it's time for you to get out of your masculine energy, because this current situation of you being in this emotionally unstable area is coming because you are too tapped into the masculine energy, and you need to be more of the feminine energy. You need to let go of the need to of not deal with your emotions. Masculine energy, like feminine energy, typically deals with like shadow work in the moon, whereas like the masculine energy is like the sun, you know, and it's more like straightforward, whereas like the feminine energy, you have to dive deep, you have to dig in order to be able to get to the shadow side of that moon, in order to be able to heal whatever it is that's causing this emotional instability or immaturity. So for this card right here, I pulled this card based off of what you guys need to do next. All right, so you've got the Ace of Swords in reverse. So I feel like the next thing that you guys need to do is to kind of take a step back and get out of your head. You need to take a step back and communicate more with possibly just yourself, maybe even others. Maybe there are some things that you need to get off of your chest. Like I was saying, a lot of healing Shadow work would do you very good right now to help you get out of that Emperor energy into the Empress energy to be able to create, versus trying to be the ruler and to be the strong suit, be the one in charge. And with this Ace of Swords in reverse, it's telling me that it's not time for you to begin anything. It's not time for you to start with the thoughts that you have. You need to put the sword down. You need to stop fighting. Your next step needs to be getting your head in order. I feel like you're really out of whack. Like your heart and your head are so confused right now. You don't even know how to tell the difference between the two, which is why you have this emotional instability and why your brain is also got all types of shit that's going on and it's not flowing. You're not in a flow right now. So I feel like your ancestors are really telling you to take a step back. And like I said, work with this rose quartz if it called to you. Work with this rose quartz and do some self-love work. Like look in the mirror and tell yourself how much you love yourself. Heal from any childhood traumas. Heal from anything that you have yet to heal from, whatever it is that you're running away from, because I can definitely see here that you are emotionally unstable and your brain is suffering from it. So it will cloud your judgment and your decisions, and it will not make it easy if you do not basically just nip this in the bud. All right, so I pulled these cards based on any themes that this might be going around, any specific areas that this could be in. All right, so beginnings. East. All right. And then you've got completion, west. Okay, that's like really interesting because you got 3, 4, you got the cards in order. And then you got beginning and completion. You've got the start to finish. So I feel like the theme of these cards for you are saying that the only way out is through. You will, in order for you to begin, in order for you to complete whatever it is that you're here to complete, you got to begin. And in order for you to begin, you've got to do the work. You can't start unless you have a clear place of where you're starting from. And this Ace of Swords is saying the next step for you in order for you to begin to be able to get to completion is to clear your mind and to get out of this emotional uncertainty, which you do by clearing your mind. You cannot get out of the emotional side of it without your brain being in the right place. You cannot get your brain in the right place without having your emotions in the right place. You cannot do one without the other. You cannot begin without completing. You cannot complete without beginning. So I just really feel like, and it's like with these cards, I see like, it's like particles are everywhere. Like they're creating something. And like they have the final piece of this puzzle. And there's a brain in the background here. And there's a staircase here. So I feel like with this staircase, it's like you're walking up into your head, but you can't even begin because your heart is so messed up. Like your energy is so messed up that you can't complete whatever it is. And this could be like one specific situation that you need to deal with, that you need to stop before you begin. You need to clear your head so that you can begin, so that you can get to this completion. It's like how the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. When the sun is rising, it can't rise if it doesn't, like, And when you're in flow, you would be like the sun, and you would just be rising and you would be setting, and there would be no question. But imagine if the sun woke up one day and decided to question every thought, and then decided to be emotionally imbalanced by every thought that passed through the sun's mind. We wouldn't have a beginning and an end. We wouldn't have the sun rising in the east and setting in the west. There would be nothing. So I really feel like you need to take some time to yourself to figure out exactly how you're going to clear your head and your hearts. I pulled these cards right here based on the intentions of guided messages from your ancestors. You guys are actually one of the only groups that got 3 cards. So you've got track down your fears and desires. All right. So like with this completion and this beginnings card, that's also giving me very big like yin and yang energy, along with like your head and your heart, that yin and yang energy, and you cannot have one without the other. So track down your fears and desires is also giving me that yin and yang energy, because you cannot have desires without fears, and you can't have fears without desire. Yin and yang coincide and they flow beautifully. So in order for you to clear your head and your heart, you need to track down your fears, and then you need to track down where you desire to go from there. But if you have fears blocking your desires, then you can't track down your desires. If you do not track down those fears, then they will take over. And if you don't track down your desires, then you will only have your fear. So you can't have one without the other. And this yin and yang, you really need to find balance, is what I'm feeling for your energy. All right, so you got White Witch, be the light. Okay. And then you've got Seer, see beyond the current situation. All right, so like I was saying, with your current situation of your emotional instability, I feel like with the Seer card, it's telling you to see beyond your current situation. It's telling you to start this beginning so you can get to this completion, but you can't you can't do it unless you have somewhere to go. You can't begin something without a clear goal in mind. You know what I mean? Like, you have to have somewhere to go. You don't get in a car and just start driving around. You have a destination. Whether you know how to get there or not, you might have to figure it out along the way, but you have some idea of where you want to go. Even if you're going to get food, but you don't know what you want, you're getting in the car to get food. So you have some idea of what you're looking for. So what you need to be looking for right now is some emotional and mental stability. With this White Witch card here, the Be the Light, I feel like it's telling you that you do have this brightness about you. There is a very beautiful ability for you to be able to begin at this one spot but end at a completely different spot. I really feel like the White Witch, Be the Light, is telling you that there's something so gorgeous inside of you that if you just allow yourself to, in a sense, get your head out of your ass, you would be able to really be flow. You'd be able to be the flow. You'd be able to be in the middle of the yin and the yang. And when you are the flow, you can see beyond the current situation. It's easy to track down your fears and desires, and it's easy to attack them in the way that you see fit. It's easy to be the hunter in those situations, all right? So I really just feel like you guys definitely need to do some shadow work. Try to find a way to heal yourself from whatever this current situation is that has you feeling uneasy, because you need to see beyond it. You need to see beyond it so that you can get this sword upright and start this beginning so that you can complete whatever it is that you're supposed to be completing in this specific situation. All right, so I pulled some self-care cards, and I pulled them just based off of what could help you with this spread. So you've got connect with crystals. All right, so connecting with crystals could really help you heal. Honestly, like crystals are super, super good for healing. So I feel like if you do connect with the crystals, that could be a certain way. Connect with the rose quartz. Like seriously, please get you some rose quartz, because if you were drawn to this pile, that self-love that you need, that will help you with that emotional instability, the rose quartz will severely help with that. And like I said from the beginning, do some sound work, connect with nature, go outside with your shoes off, meditate, do anything to ground yourself and to really be able to be in the moment so that you can see past the current situation and heal past the current situation. I also want to note that this is 111, because you've got this Ace of Swords and this 11 here. But with this Ace of Swords being in reverse, I feel like this new beginning that you need to get to, you are stopping yourself from getting there because of the fact that you have this emotional instability, and you're really being told to turn this Ace of Swords up right, get your mind right, get your like thinking cap on, get your brain game together, you know, like get it together so that you can heal these emotional traumas and you can begin whatever it is that you need to so that you can complete it. Because I feel like with this Be the Light card, you have some really beautiful energy about you that needs to be set out into the world, but nobody can do it for you. You can only do it for yourself. All right, and then this last card, you have drink tea. I have recently gotten into drinking tea, and I just want to say I love it so much. It is such a stress reliever. If you have other habits, any type of dependence issues when it comes to substances, I would highly suggest trading it out for tea, because that is a great way to help you get over being dependent on those drugs, alcohol, a person, a job, whatever it may be that is keeping you from being the light. All right, so I hope you guys really do some self-love, some healing work. I hope that this reading resonated with you, and I hope that it shines a light on you and what you need to do in order to move past this energy. And I just want to say that you guys are blessed and highly favored. Never forget that. I want to say thank you to our spirit teams for allowing me to tap into the consciousness of the people who picked this card or this pile. I want to say thank you to our spirit teams for allowing me to connect to y'all's consciousness. I want to say thank you to the people who picked this pile and your consciousness that I was allowed to tap into, your ancestors, guides, spirit team that allowed me to be able to read this message for you. I am so happy that I was able to receive this message for you, and I hope that it does resonate for you guys. And I really hope that this reading helps you get out of this energy and to be able to take that next step forward. But thank you as always. If this did resonate, please, please, please like this video, as well as subscribe and hit that bell so I can give you guys some more intuitive messages and we can get past this energy together. I love you. Number 4, hello, kings and queens. I hope you guys are feeling blessed and highly favored, because you are. And you guys chose the citrine, which is all about abundance. Okay, maybe this pile is going to be in their bag for the next step. Maybe there is some type of prosperity coming to you. Maybe there is an abundance of something else that you've been asking for. But let's just go ahead and get right into your reading, because I'm curious to see what it is. Alright, so for this first card, I picked this card based off of what your current situation is and what this reading is about. Alright, so you got the 10 of Cups in reverse. With this energy, I feel like this could be about family. this could be about not like something in your family or maybe in your legacy that feels uneasy. There's some emotional disconnect. Maybe you guys are disconnected from your ancestors and your guides, or possibly you've been trying to find ways to connect to them. I feel like there's something that's supposed to be coming full circle and maybe it's not clicking all the way yet. Maybe there is something emotionally that you need to finish dealing with in order to get this to come full circle. All right, so let's look at this middle card right here. I picked it based off of what the message is that your guides would like you to receive based on this current situation. All right, so you've got the Princess of Pentacles. Okay, so with the Princess of Pentacles, I feel like there is something that is slowly coming towards you. And maybe the reason why this Ten of Cups is in reverse is because you're ready for the cycle of this Ten of Cups to be through. However, the Knight of Pentacles moves extremely slow. So with this Princess of Pentacles, it's really just making me feel like you need to continue to embody whatever light it is that you have in your hands and allow this Ten of Cups to come full circle, and don't step back into the cycle that you were once in, because it's not a place that you're going to want to be. You don't want to currently be where you were, you know what I mean? So to continue to move forward with this Princess of Pentacles and making sure that you are grounding yourself. I pulled this next card based off of what you guys need to do next with the energy of this current situation and the message that you have received. All right, so you got the Hermit. Okay, so like I was saying, as far as like the Princess of Pentacles moves extremely slow, and you don't want to go back to the energy that you were once in. You don't want to go back past you're at the Ten of Cups. It's just not looking the way that you wanted it to, and you don't want to fall back into the cycle because it's not what you wanted or how you expected it to be. And the best way for you to do that is to ground yourself in this Princess of Pentacles and be patient with what is coming to you. So with this Hermit card and them telling you that what you need to do next is go into Hermit mode, is telling me that you are going to reap some rewards. There are going to be some benefits if you can be patient. If you can take the time, do some self-reflecting to help this disconnect that could either be with your family, it could be an emotional disconnect for yourself. Whatever the disconnect is, you are being told to take the time out for yourself. And when you take that time out for yourself, you're going to come back and you're going to embody this Princess of Pentacles who's going to flourish into the Knight of Pentacles, who's going to flourish into the Queen of Pentacles, who's going to flourish into the King of Pentacles. All you have to do is deal with this current disconnect that you have going on by going into Hermit mode. And I feel like there will be a really beautiful outcome if you just take the time to yourself to be able to actually embody the Hermit. Take some time to get some self-knowledge, to figure out where this Ten of Cups came from. Like, why is it in reverse? Why is there a disconnect? You got to look in the mirror and you got to see what's happening and the reason that it's there. All right, so I pulled these cards based off of what the theme of this message could be about. All right, so you've got pressure, transformation. Oh yeah, especially with this Hermit card right here. Absolutely. And then you've got connection, the biome. All right, so with this transformation pressure card right here, I feel like there is a lot of pressure being applied. I feel like this Ten of Cups is a lot to handle for you. And I feel like you're being told to continue to have patience, and that maybe you need to take some time to yourself so that that patience can be easier to hold on to, because when you're constantly comparing yourself to others, or if you're comparing yourself to how you think things should be, instead of just living in the moment and grounding yourself and being exactly where you are and embracing it how it is, then it is hard to see what is coming to you, even though honestly you're not really supposed to see what is coming to you. You're supposed to accept the fact that you know that the greater good is coming for you, and that the pressure that you're under right now, this transformation that you're going through, is going to be worth the wait, especially with this Princess of Pentacles here telling you it's going to be worth the wait. But you are going to have to wait for it. You're going to have to take some time to yourself, and you're going to have to love yourself through it, but it will be so worth it if you can just take the time to heal through this disconnect. And also you've got connection here with the biome. Connection, like there's a disconnect here, and these cards are telling you that the theme of what is going on and what your next step is all about connecting. So since there is this current disconnect here, you need to take this time to be patient with yourself. Take some time to heal. Take some time to enjoy the pressure of this transformation and connect with whatever it is that is keeping you from moving on to your next step in the Pentacles, from grounding, or once you ground yourself in how you move forward in the materialistic world and like what's next. This disconnect, this connection, the way that it's like the biome, the earth, the full circle, and how everything, like you've got two circles here, and then you've got the Hermit with pressure right beside it. So like it will all come full circle, just like she's holding this pentacle right here, which is a circle, with a glowing sun behind her, which is a circle. And it's literally just telling you everything's going to come full circle if you have the patience to let this transformation continue to happen. All right, you've also got 44 right here. So I feel like you are definitely guided and being well taken care of as this transformation is happening. So please do not worry, do not fret, do your work and do your part, and I promise your angels, your ancestors, your guides, your higher self will come through. The energy will work for you and not against you. All right, so for these cards, I pulled them based off of any messages that your angels, ancestors, guides, spirit team would like you to know. All right, so you've got the Knight, be brave and honest. All right. And then you've got the Wise One, grow within your current situation. Okay, so I feel like with this Knight, be brave and honest. Be brave and honest with yourself. That's why this Hermit is here, because you have to sit with yourself in order to find this disconnect, in order to find the connection, in order to continue your transformation, in order to make the best out of this pressure that you are feeling. You need to be brave and honest with yourself. You need to be like a knight would be, to fight for yourself no matter what it takes, no matter how patient you have to be, no matter how hard it gets, no matter how much pressure you feel. You have to continue to be there for yourself and show up for yourself when nobody else will, okay? And then you've got the Wise One, grow within your current situation. Like, honestly, I don't think your cards get any more spot on, because the current situation is your disconnect. You have to grow within this disconnect to get anywhere. You are not going to get past this transformation, this pressure, until you decide to ground yourself and grow within the current situation, until you decide to take some time to yourself and grow within the current situation to become the Wise One. Because once this reaches its full circle, once the cycle is complete and the transformation is done, you are going to embody such a beautiful person. You will be the Wise One. All right, so enjoy the change, love the journey, embrace it, because it is so beautiful and it will not always be the same. And I promise there will be things that you will miss about the journey. There will be things that you will think about. And if you don't embrace it fully in the moment, then you will wish at one point in time that you did. So please love the hermit mode, love being by yourself, love taking the time to figure out what the disconnection is, to figure out what the instability, it could be ancestral trauma that you have to deal with, just take that time out with yourself and embrace it, because when you do, you will be so happy when you finally heal and you finally go through the transformation that has been holding you back for so long. Alright, so I pulled these cards based off of any self-care that you guys could do that might help you with this transformation that y'all are going through. And you've got make an altar. Okay, like I was saying with this Ten of Pentacles being in reverse, it may be something that has to do with your ancestors. There may be some ancestral karma that you have been brought here to deal with. You have to be brave. Sorry, you may not like it, but know that it is a beautiful honor in order to be able to honor your family, your ancestors, and those that have come before you by helping them heal. Just imagine how free people's your ancestors' souls will feel once you heal them. How beautiful that could be. And just like with me saying this 44 right here is telling me that you've got guidance, guardians around you, and they are trying to help you through this. So make an altar and connect with them, because they would probably, not even probably, they would give you help. They would give you a tremendous amount of help. I'm sorry, my left ear just started ringing. So yeah, they're definitely saying, please make an altar. Please connect with us. Please let us help you heal. Please let us help you through this transformation. Let us help you with this hermit mode. Maybe you guys just got into spirituality. Maybe you guys are going through an ego death. Maybe you guys are really starting to deal with childhood trauma or ancestral trauma or any type of past life karma or cycles or whatever. And maybe now that you are doing that, it seems kind of hard and you don't really know where to go or how it's supposed to be or where it ends or where it even begins. But make an altar and talk to your ancestors. They love when you talk to them. You can talk to them about anything. You can talk to them like they're regular people. They would just love to be in connection with you, okay? And then you've got connect with fire. Alright, so maybe on your altar, keep a candle lit, put some incense on there, keep something burning, put some sage on there. Perhaps they want you to do candle work with them. Staring into a fire, though, is really good for your third eye, and it can really give you answers if you've really been questioning what exactly it is that you're supposed to be doing or how you're supposed to be doing. If you're questioning the next step, if you're not sure about this hermit mode, if you're not sure about the transformation or how to get through it, connect with fire, because it can provide you with guidance. So this is all I am seeing for this file. I just want to say thank you so much. I hope that this message resonated with you. If it did resonate with you, please, please, please like it for me. I would really appreciate it. As well as subscribe and hit the bell so that you don't miss when I post more intuitive messages from your guides to you. I also want to say thank you to your spirit team as well as my spirit team for allowing me to tap into the consciousness of this pile to be able to read this message for you guys today. I hope that you all resonate with the message, and I hope that you have a blessed rest of your day. Love you. Pile number 5 that chose labradorites. One of my personal favorites. Honestly, they're all my favorites, but just look at that. Oh my gosh, it gets me every time. Okay, so this crystal really helps me tap in with like my dreams, especially when I want to receive intuitive messages through my dreams, or if I need to do any type of cleansing, if there's anything that I need to be aware of. I especially like sleeping with it on the night of like a new moon or a full moon, to know if there's anything specific that I need to be focused on for those moons. So it really just helps me tap into my third eye, honestly. So maybe you guys are going to be doing something. Your next step involves you tapping into your third eye or channeling something specifically. Alright, let's get into your reading. So for this first card, it's going to be about your current situation and what the theme of this next step or this message is that you are receiving is about. All right, so you got the Nine of Swords. I feel like there's something that's on your mind that is causing you to worry or possibly even anxiety. There is something that could be blocking your third eye or just even blocking you in general. But I just want you to know that whatever it is, it's all in your head. And that's why like these Nine of Swords, like they're all facing like her head and she's curled up in a ball, but it's like nobody's around her harming her. She did this to herself, and she could easily just walk away and get out of her head if she would decide to take control of the situation of her response, because you can't control things outside of yourself, but you can control how you respond to them. So I feel like with this Nine of Swords, if there is something that has been heavy on your mind, then this is what this reading is going to be about. But with this Nine of Swords, I just feel like it's completely all in your head, and I feel like your guides and ancestors are definitely going to give me the perfect answer to help you get out of your own head. So this card right here, I picked intuitively based off of what message it is that you need to hear from your guides based on this current situation. All right, so you got the Princess of Wands. Okay, so I feel like with this Princess of Wands, it's telling you, which is also known as the Page of Wands. I feel like with this Princess of Wands, it's telling you to take that leap of faith. It's telling you to be that passionate, inspired learner, like that learning leader, you know? Like you have the passion, but you're just beginning, and maybe the thoughts that you have you questioning the beginning that you're starting, this passion that you're going after, but your ancestors are telling you that you have everything that you need, and this beginning that you're trying to take is for you, and this passion that you are chasing after, you have the ability to do it with ease. You're just in your own head, and there's no reason for you to be. I just really feel like there's no reason for you to have anxiety or fear or doubts, or to have the thoughts or think the crazy things that you're thinking about yourself, or things that maybe even other people have put into your head, or maybe you have compared yourself to others, so it's harder for you to stand in your true power. But I feel like your passion is really coming through, and you are so passionate about whatever it is that passion is going to blow through whatever doubts that you have. All right, so this next card, I picked it based off of what you need to do next in this current situation. All right, so you got the Queen of Swords. Yeah, just like I was saying, the Queen of Swords is all about like knowing exactly who she is and standing loud and proud, and like you don't want to go against the Queen of Swords. Your thoughts don't even want to go against the Queen of Swords, because she is so powerful and she knows exactly who she is that nobody could ever stand up against her. They're telling you that you are the Princess of Wands. You are the person that has the passion, the fire inside of you, in order to be the Queen of Swords, in order to get out of your head and to bring everything into fruition, to like you are the person who you just cannot be stopped. You honestly cannot, and nobody can stand in your way. Like honestly, look at this Queen of Swords. Would you want to fight her? Would you want to go against her? Honestly, I wouldn't even want to go against the Princess of Wands. I'd rather go against these Nine of Swords right here than I would the Princess of Wands or the Queen of Swords, because this is your own thoughts. This is you stopping yourself. This is your ego trying to stand in your way. This is your ego trying to block your third eye and keep you from moving forward in your passions and standing and knowing exactly who you are. And honestly, like, you guys have all of the power to be exactly who you are supposed to be. These thoughts in your head, will not stop you from being this Princess of Wands, from being this Queen of Swords. The next thing you need to do is realize that you're the Princess of Wands and move forward to the next step of being the Queen of Swords, because that is exactly what you're on your way to the moment that you get out of your own head. All right, so I pulled these cards right here based on any themes that this could be about in your life. And funny enough, you guys were the only ones who actually got 3 of these cards. All right, so you guys got power. Look at that, exactly what I said. Exactly what I said. You guys have the power, okay? Also says volcanoes on here. But you guys have the power. Look at how this person is emerging out of this fire. The fire, just like I was saying with the Princess of Wands, you have the fire in order to be exactly what you desire, okay? That was so corny, but I don't care. No, but seriously though, like, you guys have the power, the fire inside of you in order to be this Queen of Wands, or this Queen of Swords, in order to walk in and be exactly who you're supposed to be. But I just really feel like you guys have the power that you need to step into this Queen of Swords. You have the fire in order to, like, literally shine straight through your heart and be the person that you're supposed to be, and be her loud and proud, okay? So let's look at the next cards. You've got growth, plants. All right. We've got expansion north. All right, so I feel like with this growth plant, I feel like this is literally exactly what I'm saying, as far as you have the passion in order to grow into the Queen of Swords. You have the passion, the power, the fire in order to be exactly who you know you are, okay? And you've got the expansion north, just like with the growth card. It's telling you to step into this power, get out of your own head, and step into this power of who you are and knowing exactly who you need to be. Because the moment that you do, you're going to be so much happier being the Queen of Swords than you are being the Nine of Swords, okay? I also feel like with this 9 here, with this 9 of Swords, and then this 9 here with this volcanoes power, I feel like there's some type of cycle that is coming to an end for you guys, that is going to allow you to step into your power, that is going to allow you to grow and to expand, to find your true north. You know what I mean? All right, so for these cards, these are going to be messages from your ancestors and guides that they would like for you to receive based off of the spread. You've got She-Wolf, unleash the wild within. Okay, like, seriously, can I get any more spot on with your messages? Because exactly what have I been saying? Unleash the fire. Unleash this Princess of Wands. Be this Princess of Wands so that you can become the Queen of Swords, so that your next step can be being the Queen of Swords, so that you can step into the power that you have, so that you can unleash the wild within, so that you can finally find your true north and be your true self, okay? And then you've got Spirit Fox. Trust your talents in changing times. All right, so with this Spirit Fox, trust your talents in changing times, I literally feel like this is saying, like, when stuff is going wrong, when your thoughts are getting out of control and you're starting to doubt yourself and you're not trusting this passion that you have, you're not standing in your Queen of Wands and knowing exactly who you are, this is the perfect time that you need to trust yourself. Because when times are changing, as the cycle is ending and you're starting a new beginning, this is the perfect time that you need to trust exactly who you are, where you have come from, and where you are, what you have grown into, so that you can continue to expand from this Princess of Wands to this Queen of Swords, okay? Because you know exactly who you are. It's just a matter of embodying that no. All right, it's a matter of growing into that no and stepping into that power and unleashing that wild within. So trust yourself. Trust that passion that you have. Trust whatever it is that you want to go out of, and get out of your own head. Don't let naysayers keep you from being the Queen of Swords, because they don't know who they're messing with. You don't even realize who you're messing with if you're the naysayer, okay? So trust yourself and trust that you're divinely guided, okay? Because nobody can stop you from being this Queen of Swords but yourself. All right, so these are some self-care messages that you guys could do in order to help you with this energy. You can connect with your family. This could even be your spiritual family, your ancestors, spirit guide, spirit team, even your higher self. But connecting with your family could help you get those Nine of Swords, those thoughts out of your head, finding people that believe in you. This could even be your soul tribe and maybe not even your actual family, or it could indeed be your family. But whoever you feel is close enough to you to consider your family, trust in them and confide in them and let them know. Get these thoughts out of your head so people can let you know the passion that you have is exactly what you need to lead you to being exactly who you are and who you're supposed to be. In order for you to step into this power and to unleash the wild within, in order for you to trust your talents in changing times, maybe your family is going to be the voice that you need to hear, that is going to believe in you when nobody else will. All right, and then you've got alone time. Okay, so spend some time alone. Spend some time getting these thoughts out of your head and getting to know yourself to the point to where nobody else can come to you and say to you that you don't know what you're talking about. This passion that you have is ridiculous. Like, that spend so much time with yourself that you begin to fall in love with who you are to the point to where your thoughts are no longer negative, and there's nothing bad that even you can say to yourself, because you trust in your passions and you trust in exactly who you are, and you're willing to step up to the throne to be the Queen of Swords, okay? So this is really all I'm seeing. You guys have such a bright future coming ahead of you, and you should definitely not doubt yourself or allow anybody else to doubt you, okay? I just want to say thank you to you guys for tuning in. I really hope that this message has resonated with you. If it did, please, please, please like this video. I would really greatly appreciate it. It would mean so much to me. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I really hope that you like this message, and thank you so much for thank you so much. I really hope this message resonates with you. If it did, please, please, please like this video. It would mean so much to me. And as well, go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell so anytime I drop intuitive messages from your guides, you guys can receive them as soon as possible. I also want to say thank you to your spirit team and my spirit team for allowing me to tap into the consciousness of the people who intuitively picked this pile so that I could receive this message for you all today, and to be able to give you guys this message and let you know what your ancestors, guides, spirit, higher self would like for you to know. It means so much to me to be able to receive messages and give them to you. So thank you guys once again. I hope that you have a great rest of your day. And as always, love ya.